seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. 23 yards on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And again, it's Rodgers. Caught left side, Hopkins. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
Makes the score AFC 8, NFC 3.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through this time in the Pro Bowl.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Mahomes. Allen's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And right side, Henry's got it. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Field goal unit not out there. They won 6 before halftime. Rolling to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. So we're at halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the AFC out on top. As we send you to our due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The AFC takes over first and 10.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go. Fourth down. Mahomes going deep for Diggs.
Absolutely loved it.
This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. First and 10. Here's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the night. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touch. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game.
Right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
NFC 3.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And this is going to be secured by the AFC.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game. But as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back to throw, Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 10. 44 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little better. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Coup now for the point after. Down to a field goal now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So they lob it up on the fade, and really a great play to go up and make that catch.
It's something that takes some timing, and people work on it all the time. Even when they're just warming up, you know, that old pat and go when they're just warming up and throwing the football. A lot of the time it turns into that route exactly. A fade route, and this one turned into a touchdown.
NFC 18. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will make it into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get...
Oh, this is blocked. And the AFC has it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. He's at the 30. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the AFC is going to cover this up, and that should do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
To throw is Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
There you go.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line,